Wrecking Ball Radio.
Shut up and entertain me.
There's no rules. There's no rules.
Holy it's amazing.
I see her sarcasm and nastiness grows.
This is Davin's Den.
Good evening, everybody. You are listening or watching Davin's Den. Yes, Davin's Den, the show that is better than the cable company telling you they will call back. It's better than that message.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, indeed. I don't know if you guys saw my promo, but I think there is an update that, as I said, will make Pip's eyes pop out, which really is how I know a story is good.
Yeah.
If Pip's eyeballs can get past her glasses, go through the sides, roll down her cheeks, down her neck, use her boobs as a ski bump, make their way onto the floor where the cats are tempted to bat them around, then I know that is indeed a good story. Now, if I can make Joe's eyes cross, I know that is a good story. So.
Listen, I have a perfect poker face. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Yes, let's see. So you can watch us on DavinComedy.com, and you can watch us on the Davin's Den Facebook page. I am your host, Davin Rosenblatt. I am joined by Joe Curry.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, Joe. How are you?
Good. Marvin Lee's Joke Factory t-shirt. Love it.
Yeah, we were there. We did it. And Pip Helix. Hello, Pip.
Hi, everybody.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. I am feeling markedly better than last week. That was
Last week. Yeah, you were awful last
I got through it though. I got through it.
Yep.
That was a
You
grind.
sounded like me.
Yeah. The problem is like there's no really laying back when I'm the host. It's like you gotta have to talk, but it's all right. We got through it.
Yeah.
On the show, scamming scammer. So let's do some show news because this is going to be the new normal. I think we'll see. We'll see how we like it. So for going forward in the foreseeable future, we're still going to do Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on the interwebs. You can still go to Davin Comedy and watch us. You can still go to the Davin's Den Facebook page and watch and chat and say hello to everybody. And Joe and Pip will say hello to you. And if they bring it to my attention, I'll wave or something. I really don't look over there. But anyway, so the show is always going to feature the three of us catching up like we do in segment 1, and segment 2 is going to be doing the scamming scammers. What's going to be different though is the games and the current events. That is not going to be live for the foreseeable future. That is going to be in podcast form, and the reason we're doing that is for Talk Media Network. So the parts that are live right now, Tuesday night, I'm probably still going to release on Wednesdays, so you can still hear it wherever you listen to your podcast. And JG's Lounge, Jukebox Ginger's Lounge will still have the video version, so you'll still have that. We're not going to do the video version of the current events and stuff like that because we're all going to be in the same room. So what's going to happen with that is that the syndication company, so if you're listening in a place that gets the stations that we're on, and I don't know all the stations, to be honest with you, then you will hear that probably at 6 p.m. Eastern on Saturday night. But regardless, even if not, I will drop the podcast on Sunday. So this will still be live on Tuesday. Segments 1 and 2 dropped on Wednesday, and the third segment, which will be a show unto itself, like we've kind of been doing, will be either heard on AM/FM if you're in one of those areas, or on podcast on Sundays. And I think the blog schedule will shift as well if you'd like to read what the heck we're doing ahead of time. But yeah, it's going to be good to all be together again. That should make for a better product. So that's what that is. Not that this isn't genius and wonderful as it is, but
See all the high tech that goes into this.
yeah.
It is strapped together with duct tape and promises.
There are issues that I think are fine for podcasts, but are not good enough for the airwaves, and we're just trying to address it. So that's all that is. You don't need to know what those are, but we're trying to make Talk Media Network and their affiliates happy. So that's what we're going to do, and it's going to be good to get together and do a show again. Probably bring back some games. Haven't done games in a while. I think because we're going to be recording a couple shows at once, we'll have that leeway to do some games, which will be nice.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah. So, Joe, what's going on?
Well, basically, I went out to a restaurant, takeout place, which is really good.
Really? Are they familiar with your views?
Exactly. So the deal is that I was with Joe's girl a couple of weeks ago, and she goes, "I got some stuff from Shad Halal," and I'm like, "What? No, I'm not eating that." And it was beyond.
What did you think halal was?
I don't know. Something with a bomb in it. I don't know.
No, that's spicy food with your tum tum. No, it's more or less like kosher. Like people who are halal, if they can't get halal, this is for Muslims. They'll eat kosher food. It's made without pork. So, but they can mix meat and dairy, whereas the Jews can't. But yeah, it's very good. Ask Bob Menendez how good it is. He's on trial for that right now, Senator Bob Menendez. Because with his Democrat of New Jersey, with his wheelings and dealings, he wanted to give an Egyptian businessman the sole rights to import halal meats into the United States. It's just so Joe can experience halal. Thank you, Senator Crooked Menendez.
So I definitely you joke about it.
I always look for it. It's always hard to find it, but invariably you wait long enough, there'll be one.
Yeah, exactly. So, in the joke, I go, yeah, Joe Biden is so confused. He asked him about Hamas. He says it goes well with crackers. Huddle, huddle, huddle. So,
that joke always goes well. That joke always goes well for you, and I'm just so disappointed in everyone involved when it does.
Nothing can be having tequila, having tequila.
Well, my friend, you know it is quality material when it winds up on merchandise. I sold a lot of those shot glasses back in the day.
I know. Well, you sell yourself. People will buy anything. But anyway, it's a very, the guy's a servant. So he goes, and what would you like? I go, some of the chickpeas. I'll take some of the Hamas. And I'm like, holy.
No.
No.
And I'm like, what do I do? Did you say Hamas? And I go,
and now it's like they're either going to put a scorpion in my food or whatever. So I was Joe's girl, she's rolling her eyes. So what I had to do is I'm a com, and I had to do the joke.
Oh, Christ. Now you're making the guy suffer twice?
Yeah, and then I work my side and I go in my head.
Trump number one. You're damn right he is.
Yeah, he's saying that because he doesn't want you to call up the boss and have him deported.
No. Let me tell you something. This place, and I'm a stickler for stuff.
This place, very good, very clean, very polite, really good place.
Yeah. So why have you deprived yourself of Middle Eastern food all these years?
Because I never really, had it. I mean, my friend, years ago.
45 years ago, my mom's co-worker, very, very lovely woman, Egyptian woman. We used to eat there all the time, and she used to serve stuff like that. And I just forgot, how good.
You got to get out of your head what you think about various cultures and try different things. There are I've said this before. Food and travel are really what bring the world together. You got to get out of the Chinese buffet, baked ziti, blinders, and try different things, man. Now, you might not like everything, but, I mean, there's just so many flavors that we don't get in a hamburger and fries.
No, I'm not. Indian food, I'm a little leery of.
Well, I have a story about an Indian restaurant, but you shouldn't be. The variety of food is amazing. And, Joe, they have something you like very often, a buffet. So
Yeah. And that way you can try a little bit of each thing, and then you're not committing to one big, plate of something that you find yucky.
One of my regrets when I went to Japan and Korea in 2008, we were in the various cities. It was different than when I went to Iraq and Kuwait, where you're in the base and you go in the city, all of a sudden you're a statistic. It was a little different. Japan and Korea, we could wander around. but I was back then. I wasn't as adventurous. I've said this before, and I was with my buddy, may he rest in peace, Dennis Ross, who certainly wasn't adventurous. So we ate mostly chicken on a stick. We hope it was chicken, which is kind of adventurous in its own right. But he would be seeking out McDonald's, like pizza in Korea, which just is not what you want to do. Now, granted, you walk down these streets and the seafood is very fresh. They have tanks and tanks and tanks of various sea creatures swimming around, and you pick what you want, and that's lunch. Now, on the menu, obviously, it's in Japan or Korea, whichever country it was, and the pictures of the food are so vibrant. Not like the Chinese restaurants that we all go to, where they have the same stupid 8 pictures that wasn't made there, because when you get it, it's not, the brief isn't brown, it's gray. It's the food is so vibrant. Here was the problem. On the center of all these wonderful dishes was various sea life head in the middle, which is tough to get around if you're not adventurous. Now, since I've been to the Bahamas, I'll eat a fish head, I'll eat fish cheeks, but at that time, I wasn't adventurous. So, Joe, you should follow Joe's Girl's lead. And you never know what you're going to discover. I'd love to try African cuisine. I haven't been to an African restaurant. If I was in New York, I used to have a joke about Ethiopian restaurants. Not going to do that now. But there's all this various cuisine. I want to try it all. For years, I never had sushi until my wife. And even then, not right away. But sushi's pretty good. Now, it turns out it could give you worms like your RFK Jr. for the brain. But what are you going to do? Those are the chances you take.
There's a very good Southern cooking restaurant that's down the road.
Waffle House?
I'm sorry?
A Waffle House?
No, not that Southern. But, they have collard greens and, and that fare. I want to check that place out.
Here's what I recommend to you. And this is not a big stretch, but it's delicious. I don't know if you've ever had it. Fried chicken and waffles. So good together. So good together.
Yeah,
Why? And why?
Southern dish.
Because it's sweet and salty. It's just... Have you had it?
Yeah, it's good.
So good. So if you're going to go to a Southern restaurant, that's what you're going to do. But that's American food. I like the fact that you finally tried a Middle Eastern food. Have you had falafel?
No.
Oh, Joe. You'll like that.
But they have it.
I know they have it, Joe. I know what Middle Eastern restaurants have. Here's what we're going to have to do.
I just wanted to say that I saw it there, and I'll probably try. Look at the fucking Beta G from hell yelling at me. They give me one hell of a waiter.
What are you, what are you, Jerry Lewis? Everything's from hell all of a sudden? Here's what we're going to do. Since we're going to be recording some shows together on some afternoons, I suggest before or after we record a show, there's a Middle Eastern restaurant about 20 minutes away from here. Excellent food that we get lunch there. It's called Allen's. I suggest we do that.
Sounds good.
You paying?
What'd you say?
He asked if you're covering them. You paying?
Are you treating?
I can put it on the card. It's fine.
All right. Feel me.
All of a sudden, Joe's excited. Oh, well, this sounds like a wonderful idea.
Yeah, you can always lure, me. You can lure me into stuff like a big dog.
Oh God.
Joe's never gonna do this. Oh, really? I'll here's some bologna, Joe. Like my old dog Sam.
You're just gonna have to dip your finger in the hummus and hold it out for him.
Well, you know what? Good for Joe's Girl for making you expand your horizons. You're really missing out.
The first one that had me go to a Starbucks because we go to Starbucks.
Oh, okay. That's not really expanding your horizons.
Oh yeah, there's a place I want to go in when I got that freaking Frappuccino.
You got it when you were with me. When you lost your purse, and we had to go like at 8:00 in the morning looking for your purse. There was a Starbucks.
But that was the only spot. I got a regular coffee there. I got a big fancy.
Frappuccinos are delicious, though. With your diabetes, I do not recommend it. I don't really have those anymore, but I mean they're so fattening, but they're really good.
Oh yeah. I don't get it every day. I mean it's something, it's a treat. So I'll take one of them.
But Yeah, Middle Eastern food. Yeah, I mean, I want to try it all. I really want to travel and try it all. I love going to the Bahamas and going off the resort and trying the fresh fish and the cracked chicken, which is just a breaded chicken that they make. I love trying it all. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah, you know,
I just tried something that I have been avoiding like the plague for a really long time because
Oh,
it's just
really? You finally gave up the butt? Okay, okay.
sure with chicken salad.
no.
I didn't realize it was Mr. Helix's birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Helix.
Oh, happy birthday, Mr. Healy.
No, that's not it. Um, they had bagels in the day program, and they bought lox cream cheese,
Oh, yeah, very good. Very good.
and I never had it before, and I was just like I usually do. I was like, ew. And me and another guy, my coworker was teasing me and another guy, like, what's wrong with you guys? Have you ever tried it? And we're both like, no. So we kind of got shamed into trying it. That was really good.
You've never had lox before?
Never,
Really?
never.
I'm stunned. Why? But because
Salad is good. Baked salmon salad is good.
you know what I've never had. You know what I've never had, and they used to have it at Temple all the time because after services they have something called a kiddush, which is they have cakes and various foods. It's an excuse to eat. We're Jews. We prayed. Now where's our reward? So they would have various foods, and something they would have all the time: herring. Various herring, like herring and wine sauce, or nachas herring, which is like in a white sour cream sauce, and they would put two.
Acme herring, I buy it all the time. It's still
Never. No, I'm sorry, I can't.
I used to buy when I worked at the French company, and Adam would look at me. Adam Ferraro would look at me and go, "You look like a walrus in the Galapagos Islands." Delicious.
That's hilarious.
So, do you eat sardines?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I haven't tried sardines. I haven't had sardines.
I feel like I ate them as a kid, but not since I had right of refusal.
Well, I eat sardines.
Oh, that's right. We did that pilot we shot. Yeah, that's right. So,
Yes.
Joe, what's your other? I probably have that on video. I might have to post that. That was
Oh,
pretty
God.
grotesque. That was grotesque. You thought Pip licking Joe's foot was grotesque.
You haven't seen nothing yet. And
Yeah, no.
I actually went out of my own comfort zone because I had purchased sardines in tomato sauce, which wasn't a great idea because I'd never had that before. And even I was a little,
No.
I like sardines by themselves, but with the tomato sauce, not so sure I should have done that because, oh God.
I'm not one to even eat caviar. Like once in a while they'll sneak it by me on the sushi, but like if I'm like at a nice get together where they're serving caviar, I'm not sticking a cracker in and going yum yum yum. Not me.
Hey, dude, who's outside your window? There's some dude outside your window.
I think that dude's my wife.
Oh, okay.
What's she doing
Her
peeping?
property, she can walk around.
Hey, whatever you guys are into, if she wants to peep at you,
Yeah,
go
that
for it.
dude is my wife. Apparently Joe saw the strap on. I don't know what to tell you. Well, you know what? The show's going to end earlier tonight, so there's time for pegging. What do you want me to say?
Oh, excellent. I want you to say yes.
Of course you do. So, Joe, what was your other food story?
Oh, my food story is that I went to, I go to this Dunkin' Donut, and I'm sorry, the people, especially people in their 20s, are incredibly fucking stupid, and they don't, and they have no customer service skills whatsoever. I'm on the way to a gig on Friday night, and
I don't have money to get it, but I have time to get a snack, so I go to Dunkin' Donuts, and I go in there, and I order my donut, and I order my coffee, and I have to go down there, so I'm waiting and waiting and waiting.
Oh, yeah, now there's like, you have to slide to the left.
yeah, so I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and I'm looking, and I see a coffee there, but but there's other coffees, and I go, excuse me, is that my coffee? Yeah, it is. Well, how fucking long do I have to
Right.
Oh, that's what I thought. It's exactly like that. And I grabbed my coffee and left. People are so stupid. And it's not like the guy was busy. The guy was standing there with a thumb up in there. If he had a brain, he would have sort of, sir, that's your coffee. Oh, thank you very much. I'm telling you, there's a contingency of people out there that are just, they do the bare minimum. They always will do the bare minimum. And whatever stature in life they have, they're going to have because you don't or will not have the basic skills to move them along.
Well, that's why you should have gone to Starbucks where they'll write your little name on it and call you when it's ready.
Right? And even further to the point, I had to go to the endocrinologist last week. And I go into the endocrinologist, the examination room, and there's a young girl there, she weighs me, she brings me in, and then she's taking my vitals, and there's another girl just hanging out like this. And I'm like, who are you? Oh, I'm the supervisor, I'm training her, I'm supervising her. Oh, you should have said something. I feel like I came over to her house, and you just happen to be hanging out. And,
Really? Say something.
And then the girl,
and these generations, you never speak up. Excuse me? I need to take your blood pressure. Oh, okay. Yeah, this arm is fine. Speak up. I said, speak up. You've got to speak up. You don't speak up. The kids are, you don't speak up. These kids, you don't speak up. Speak up. Talk. People can't hear you.
As much as I would love to,
I'm one guy, but I am.
as much as I would love to argue with that, yeah, we can't hear my daughter either. It's like, what?
you don't speak up.
Use your words. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. During the day program, we have people come in, and I'm like, I can't get any closer to you. You have to like project a little bit, and even on the phone too. Sometimes I'm like, I can't hear you, and I'll ask them to repeat themselves. It's like get a clue. I'm not deaf. It's you.
Yeah.
If
So-
everyone asks you to repeat yourself, it's you.
Well, they could understand each other, you know.
I guess I'm the grouchy old guy. Well, I was a grouchy young guy. I'm the grouchy old guy. It's just,
that I don't have the patience, nor do I have the time. And as a stand-up comic, I don't have a filter. And yeah,
I love how you blame your profession for who you are. No. No. That's just who you are. You just have an avenue to bitch about it to a bunch of strangers. But
and then I posted a picture yesterday, and that this asshole on the train puts his cord in to charge his phone across the aisle on a busy train.
Unbelievable.
And there was people were going, I would have yanked the thing out of it. And there was a friend, I don't know if this girl lives in New York, but she's like, well,
step over and deal with it. Apparently, you never rode the railroad before.
no, he wants that cord ripped. I mean, that's going to be a useless cord. That's pretty stupid. I saw the picture.
Are you talking about the person that I spoke back to?
yeah.
Because
I don't know.
this girl was saying to Joe, I don't know why you're so upset about it. And I'm like, because it's thoughtless and somebody's going to trip on it and get hurt. And I didn't
First of all, let me stop you right there. Joe, this person obviously doesn't know you. I mean, this is something... I mean, it's a 3 on the scale of 1 to 10 for everybody else. But if they know anything about you, anytime you're unleashed on the public, you're upset. And she doesn't know why you're upset? Does she not hear you roar? The only things that calm you are deer and wild turkey.
I think this woman, she's probably a sweet woman. I think that she's like a therapist or a life coach, or a very mellow person.
Oh.
Maybe she doesn't understand. But I don't know if she lives here, because when you get on a Long Island Railroad train, you're in a different mindset. And you're trying to rush to get on, trying to find a seat. And meanwhile, this guy's got his phone cord across the aisle. You know, somebody could have gotten hurt. You know, and
Here's the problem with you. You don't understand what this guy was doing. He was trying to lighten up everybody's mood, and it was a limbo cord. You were supposed to limbo underneath. There's nothing better than the limbo LIE. That's all.
He was just sitting there in his own world, dancing in his seat to whatever music he was playing, with his cord stretched out across the aisle.
Why didn't he sit closer to the cord where the cord was plugged in?
I didn't have time to conduct an interview with the judge.
Okay. Well, you had time to take a picture and post comments, so you weren't that busy.
Well, that's kind of what the lady was suggesting. It's like, well, why don't you just go and tell them? And I was thinking, this person cannot live here. She absolutely cannot live in this area because she thought it was like, oh, pardon me, would you mind removing your... No, no, that is not how the animals on public transportation in the Metro New York area conduct themselves.
Yeah, and I like this, and and look, she seems like a lovely lady.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bash her, but I don't think so because everybody, I'm gonna strangle the motherfucker who's people falling out. Yeah. On the Aries, those
Like
people.
to be on these damn trains, I've been taking these trains since I was 4 years old, I mean, I've been on, and I would hear stories, I'd see stuff, I'd hear stories about my dad on the train when he punched some guy at Christmas Eve because my dad wouldn't sing Jingle Bells, so he punched him.
Well, if there's anything we know about your father, it's a man who's calm and makes sound decisions. If there's anything we know about Mr. Curry.
And then my mother's antics on the train. So I've seen it. And
If there's anything we know about Mrs. Curry, very calm lady, very tolerant.
Yeah, yeah.
And I am their son.
Yes, you are.
You
I
are
picked
Mr.
up their
Milquetoast.
I didn't pick up their. That's the funny thing. I picked up my mom's high blood pressure and diabetes, and I picked up my father's bad temper. What I did not pick up was my father's mastery of math and my mother's mastery of English.
Oh.
Writing English.
No, I didn't get that. That's cheap, but no, bad temper and diabetes, all yours, my friend.
All
Well,
right.
I feel like that you did pick up your dad's love of holiday cheer.
My father did make Christmas. And my mother, my father, when it came to Christmas, my father, was all in, so it wasn't negative. My mother was too. She was bitching and moaning about it the whole time, but I mean, she always made it special. So,
She brought the bitching and moaning down a decibel. It really was heartwarming.
Oh, this is my last Christmas. This is the last Thanksgiving. This is the last time I'm going. But when you're celebrating, you know what? I'm not even. Why not? Because you bitch about it every year.
that's okay. So let's get a picture for all of the day. I
Young Joe, age 3. Yeah, you want a fire truck. You want a tractor. What about what I want? You're 3 years old. Get a job.
Oh, you were there. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Well,
Oh my God.
like I said, I'll be there. I'll be with a family, and I've got 3 families I do regularly, and I'm sitting there reading the night before Christmas. Everybody's around me, and I get done. I get done with the story.
Bless you.
I get done with the
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Take yourself out and flee yourself.
I get done with the story.
And I look at I want to just tell everybody, why don't we put up a tree? Not hang a damn thing. I can give a shit about it.
Hey, Pip, look at Joe's background. Those aren't stars. That's snot.
Yeah, you had time to workshop that one.
I didn't workshop it. It just happened now. I let you finish your stupid story. That's all.
My story was an informative and close.
Yes. It was all those things or none of the above. You choose your own. You choose your own ending. Whatever you want. So to get back to Indian restaurant, so it was Mother's Day, and I want to say I think I did good by my wife this year for Mother's Day, but where she picked an Indian restaurant that we have not eaten at before. She's eaten, but my daughter and I have not eaten there. We like Indian food. That was again something I wound up trying after I met my wife, but I tried that because of comedy. I might have gotten her into Indian food a little bit. I tried that because I was with a comic in Rochester, I want to say, and he was the headliner and I was the feature. And back then, Indian buffets at lunch were a big thing. Since COVID, not so much. It's a shame. Damn you, COVID. Damn you, Fauci. Where am I going to get my chicken tikka marsala?
Like the Chinese buffets, not many Chinese buffets around anymore.
So that's where we got the love of Indian food. So she picks this place. So I call them on Saturday afternoon. I want to go Sunday, obviously, because it's Mother's Day. Guy picks up the phone. I'd like to do you doing the Mother's Day buffet? Yes. I'd like to make a reservation. Do I need a reservation? Yes, of course. And I felt like saying, well, fuck you, of course. How do I know? But I just said,
Of course, that was rude.
Yes, of course. All right. I just thought I usually saunter into places and you accommodate me.
so I go, okay. I give him my name. End of story. We go back, or we go on Sunday. Place is packed. Place is packed. You know what? You know what's not in the reservation list? My
You.
name. My name.
Ah,
I'm like, he's like, so it's a different guy, I'm assuming. Like, well, did they ask your number? No. This is what he said, and he said, of course. That's what it was. He's like, all right, we'll try to find a place for you. Place is packed, so now we're sitting there 15, 20 minutes, and now I see the guy who I think took the reservation, because the guy had a very thick Indian accent, as you would expect if you're in an Indian restaurant or you need customer service anywhere. A very thick Indian accent. I go, I spoke to you yesterday. I called you. I asked if I need a reservation, and you said, of course. He goes, yeah, I didn't write it down. What are we doing? What are we doing?
why?
You know what I would have told him? You listen to me, you dumb motherfucker. You go to table 4 and tell them they're leaving now. You reset the table for us, and nobody's.
Well, I don't think table 4 is to blame for this, but
Oh.
it's like,
But I mean, shove some tables around and you get us seated right now.
I mean, you're gonna get all cocky with me. Yeah, yes, of course you need a reservation. Are you gonna write it down? Of course not. What are we doing? So we had to wait there. No. They're like, oh, we're gonna get something right away.
Scolded me. Why wouldn't you practice what you preach? It's like the Seinfeld thing. You know how to take the reservation.
Yeah, holding the reservation. Yes. It's classic. But again, it's Mother's Day. I'm there for my wife. My daughter doesn't feel well. We're waiting. It's not like I'm with you. Like, Christ's sakes, let me fix this. I'll kick table 4 out myself. I'm with you. I'm with people, Joe. I can't act that way right now. So,
He's with humans, not us.
yes. The food was excellent. A vast buffet, so good. The wife was happy. So, but I just thought, like, really, of course we take a reservation.
Did you go up to the guy at the podium and go, "This is the asshole that doesn't own a pencil that thinks, so what are you doing for me?"
Well, no, I said to the other guy, I go, yeah, I think I found the guy who took the reservation, and he said he didn't write it down. I mean, what's he gonna do? I mean, and it was an older guy, so he was probably like management or owner or something versus some of the younger people. Right? What am I gonna do?
A restaurant doesn't get crowded on Mother's Day. So
Oh, you'll appreciate this. So while we're waiting there, and the place is packed, while we're waiting there, the phone is ringing. I see what the younger person who was helping me picks up the phone and hangs it up. What are we doing? What are we doing?
No way! They're just like, you know what? Screw you, we're full.
this is where shit is going today. This is where stuff is gotten.
And this restaurant is pretty new in this location. I think they moved from someplace else. It's pretty new in this location. What's it going to be like 2, 3, 4, 5 years in?
Oh man, that's so
It was like that
rude.
restaurant that I went to a couple of weeks ago.
Well, no, this was clean and the food was good.
Yeah.
It was. I just saw. Can you imagine? You're trying to call. Oh, finally, click. Son of a bitch! And it's happened to all of us. It's happened to all. It's just maddening to watch.
Absolutely.
But that, my friends, is the appetizer for my used stink.
Oh boy, that was the amuse douche.
Yes, Pip, that was the amused douche. So we will continue with my tales of battling Altice / Optimum, which is a terrible name unless it's Optimum Disappointment. Unless that, but
I thought from the last we heard, all was calm on the Western Front. I'm guessing.
well, Joe, yes, things are working fairly good, but we still want to get credits back for all we lost.
Right.
Right.
So
True.
let me recap. First of all, I've been delaying calling Altice Because, now remember, since I moved to this house, I'm a 17-year-old customer, and every time they pick up the phone, oh, thank you for being with us for 17 years. I'm like, well, it might not be much longer.
Was my
What,
choice.
it's like calling my house. It's like calling my house when I was married. All right.
I didn't know Joanne had a new job. Anyway,
She actually got one, but
good.
Oh, wow.
But I digress.
I'm sure it'll involve you helping her remove her fern and coffee mug in 6 months when she's fired. Anyway, I digress. I look forward to that story 6 months from now.
So do I.
It's a nice change of pace from the normal Joe antics. So we have that to look forward to. And then before you know it, it's Christmas season.
Now you come up with that. I'm away from her 7 years. Now you come up with that.
Takes me a while. What do you want me to tell you?
Oh,
So
God.
I've been delaying calling because I know how frustrating this is going to be. So remember, I figured out we didn't have 7 channels we were paying for at least 3 weeks. Could have been longer. We had 2 days during that time of no internet, no TV at all. Since we've moved, we've had 2 years. Since we moved here 2 years ago, we've had where the internet drops out for whatever reason. It feels like it's happened on several occasions during this very show that you're
Yes.
enjoying right now.
Yeah.
I've spent 15 to 20 hours since April 5th dealing with customer service.
Oh, my
And,
God.
and remember, they also backed into my mailbox and split the post. And they had to wait for another guy to pick him up so he could go for a drug test.
Oh, God. That's great.
Holy cow.
I know. That's great.
So, for this, I would like to recoup something. Most people would just walk away, not I. I want something sizable. I call Friday, and after talking to Billing for a while, and he's trying to find somebody, he can't find anybody. Nobody can ever find anybody. He needs to find a supervisor. So I sit on hold, we'll say 20 minutes. Well, it was probably longer. And he can't find anyone. He says they'll call me back in an hour. I never got a call back. All right, I'm not happy. Saturday I call again, and now I say I need a supervisor. I'm done with level ones. I need a supervisor because I'm pissed about the treatment. The guy was nice enough, but Optimum never called me back. So I get a supervisor, and how much of a credit do you think they offer me?
$35.
Pip, what say you?
$60.
$18.
No.
$18? You know what? I would have felt better if he said "fuck you" and hung up. At least you know where you stood.
Right. $18.
So as you could have,
What does that even represent?
Chai, dear, it represents Chai, which
But I
is
mean-
Jewish for life.
But wait. Hold on. $18. That's like the amount of money that they charge per month for their quote unquote services. $18? Yeah, I hope you spit in his face. Oh, he wasn't there personally. Ah.
Well, as you would imagine, I say, that's not going to cut it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No.
So, well, this is the most the supervisor's authorized to do. Well, I go, well, we're going to need to escalate this then. Because this is not going to cut. Once again, Davin is running through Optimum/Altice's hierarchy like a maniac. Just like a machete or slashing away the bullshit. That's what we are doing here.
I would ask to talk to Dolan. Never mind the Knicks and the Rangers. You're gonna help me with this thing. I deal with Elon Musk, you know.
Funny. So I am told I will get a call back on Sunday. I never got said call back. That pit.
First Sunday.
No, I am fit to be tied. So I called today because we have a show. So I figure somehow, some way, this will make it onto the show. And I'm pissed that I keep on getting lied to, that they're going to tell me they're going to call me back, and I'm tired of that.
Yeah.
Just like they lied to me 2 years ago when they said they did everything they could do to fix it, It turns out they didn't, because this time they did other stuff and they did fix it. I am tired of the lies. Do not thank me for choosing Optimum. Do not thank me for being a loyal customer. At this point, I feel like an asshole. At one point I go to one of them, yes, I'm authorized, because you always have to say, are you authorized to do this? Yes, I'm authorized to do this because it's my wife's name on the bill. Yes, I'm authorized to do this because apparently my wife hates me. And that's... Or as Joe calls her, hey, there's a dude on your front yard. Either way.
Oh God!
I look forward to telling her that, and her giving you the stink eye.
First thing she's going to tell me Thursday, did you call me a dude? No, I got to explain everything.
Yes, you do. So you have time to prepare your case, counselor.
It's like you were only this big. I couldn't tell.
So I ask for escalation. I get level 1 bill. I ask immediately go to escalation. I don't want level 1. I don't level 2. He's like, I'm going to make you so happy. He is very enthusiastic.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's too enthusiastic. But now, once again, I must recount everything I've been dealing with since being an Optimum/Altice customer. Optimum/Altice, you stink. Oh, by the way, I know these calls are recorded, so I always do little asides, and I'll tell the service agent, I go, listen, hold on, this is a trash product. It is garbage. I know you're listening for learning purposes.
Oh my God!
But that goes nowhere. They played in the break room and laughed.
That's okay. So he's like, hold on. He's like, who's your provider? I'm like, you guys. You got my cable, you got my internet, and you got my landlines. No. Who's your mobile provider? What? I go. A company that delivers their product and is responsive when there's problems.
Yeah, what's your business?
He's trying to upsell me to go to Optimum. This is what he. Yes.
No.
This is when Pip's eyes go rolling out and use her tits as a ski jump.
Boom! There we go. Oh my God! Wait a minute.
When you have a major
No.
problem, you don't try to upsell them. I had to get, when I was at the Fence Company, I had to get one of the chainsaws fixed. No, it wasn't a chainsaw, it was another piece of machinery. And I go, yeah, it's that. Oh, if you bought the other one, this new one.
Straight when this one goes, you're going to try to sell me another one? No. I know machinery, this thing works fine. I need to get it fixed. How much? Don't try to sell me something else. So yeah, I can't stand it.
I would be insane.
Well, yes.
You
And he's like, and he keeps on trying. I'm like, this is not when you upsell people. This is not the time. When people call and they say they're actually happy with the product, that's when you upsell. This is not the time. He's like, well, you called to reduce your bill. No, I did not. I called to get a credit for the services I paid for that were not delivered. He's like, well, what would happen if I told you I could give it to you for free? And hand to God, this is what I said. I said, you could build a cell tower in my living room and promise me nationwide coverage for free forever. There is no way in hell I am switching to your mobile service. Even your texts tell me it's trash.
And that's what I mean about the joy of being a comic. You have no filter and you put
That's I can't even believe that he thought that the whole reason for you calling was to lower your bill. No, I'm trying to get something from you people for all the time I spent because you didn't deliver, and now you want me to like double down?
Like,
Are you
what?
insane?
And now I could tell that again. I've used this reference before. for all those people that are Indiana Jones fans, and if you've ever seen the second one, the Temple of Doom, there is a baddie named Mola Ram where he will take his hand and stick it in your chest cavity and rip out your beating heart. And you will look at your beating heart, and you'll be mortified and scared, and your soul will leave you as you look at the beating heart. This is what I did to this young feller.
Good for you.
Good.
Because they don't think either. Nobody bothered when he passed the call. Nobody bothered to explain the situation.
Joe, what are you talking about? I explained the whole situation to him. I explained it all to him.
Then you can't do that.
Yeah, well, apparently you can't. So he's like, all right, because I threatened. I go, I don't even know why I'm staying with you guys. I might just cancel you. And he's like, all right. Well, I guess I'll transfer you to retention. I go, transfer me to escalation. He's like, we don't have escalation. All we have is a supervisor. I go, fine. Give me your supervisor.
Yes.
I
explain to him how stupid you have been.
I get the supervisor. I do better with the women there than I do with the men, for some reason. I get the supervisor, and the first thing I can say is, I go to her and go, what the heck are they doing trying to upsell angry customers? What are they thinking? I explain. She's like, I don't know. I go, I know it's not your idea. I know it's their job. I go, but this is terrible. Once again, Davin has to fix things.
Oh, and this was a woman that you were
This was
seeing?
a woman. Yes.
And she's like, I don't know.
No, but she's like taken aback, but she's probably thinking, oh shit, because, she just got we got a live one, we got a problem.
Right.
Let me tell you something. I got a conference call on Thursday with one of my vendors, what I'm a line specialist on, and essentially the customer service manager, and essentially it's going to be about 20 minutes of why you stink, why nobody's working together, why it's exasperating, and what the fuck are you people doing? Yeah, so
Conference call at 10 o'clock on Thursday for that shit.
Oh, so you'll be delight when we see you Thursday evening. Anyway.
No, I'll be docile. By that time, I'm going to be exhausted.
So
He'll be a whipped puppy.
So again, I have to explain everything. She's like, okay. She's like, all right, let me talk to my supervisor. And I go, see, you do have a supervisor.
Supervisor, who are you now?
But she has a supervisor, which I know she did. I go, this is part of the problem. I am so sick of you guys lying to me. Why do I have to run through all of you people? Why do you all have to lie to me?
Yeah.
Was she a supervisor?
She was a supervisor, but she has a supervisor.
Unless she owns the place, of course she does.
Of course she does. She's a level 2. There's at least a level 3. Like I said, I've gone up and down the chain with their various departments. At one point I said to the first guy, I go, do I have to go to the office in Greenwood Lake and go to the office and handle this with them? Do I have to do that?
You know what I told him? I go, you understand I've been around with you fucking people so long, I'm going to the Christmas party?
That's the last thing they want. I don't think they have Christmas parties anymore, and I don't think they have them in India. But anyway, so she keeps putting me on hold and coming back. She's like, I'm sorry. She's like, I'm running the numbers myself. So she's doing calculations. She goes, all right, I've done the calculations. What number do you think she comes up with?
$60.
$107.
We're close.
You know what? I go, good. I'll take it. That's fine. I go, I know they're listening to this. And I want them to hear this. I go, you are a credit to your company. I hope they pay you well. Lord knows they're ripping us all off, us customers. I hope they pay you well to stay there. Because I don't understand why I have to get lied to for 2 years and why I have to run up and down your company. But I go, I know eventually I will get somebody who can do something. And she was almost in tears. She was almost in tears, so thankful. Because if you're good, I make a point of telling, like, Like
Yeah.
supervisors, hey, this person's really good. I just want you to know they really did their job well. Because so often people bitch when it's a bad job, and Lord knows when it's Optimum/Altice, it's almost always a bad job. But
Yeah, really.
It's like it's like the pharmacy I go to. It's all like these high school kids, and there's one kid there that's exemplary. He's really good. And I told one of the little girls, because he took over for her. I go, watch him. This is success. You watch him and you learn from him. This is success. You know. So
Yeah.
a lot of people, they're just stupid. They don't go the extra step. I mean, if I go, I had one of my customers who's an asshole. Oh, what is he doing?
I petitioned it. I got your price, and I got them to honor the old price that expired, and got them to hold it till June. So you know what? And because that's taking the extra step and getting things done. A lot of people don't do that anymore.
so do you think I did good?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
You know?
You ripped the people who were stupid and, and delivered it. And I mean, deserved it. And then when you got a person who did her level best to try to like give you something tangible and speak to you realistically, you told her that she was a credit to the company. That's what you do. When you're mad,
Yeah.
you don't rip into people that it's not their fault and they are really trying to help you. The ones that are stupid and are just placating you, you can tell, oh yeah, no, that's not going to do.
But here's the
Don't get the confetti out yet. All right.
Uh,
You got to check the bill to make sure they get the credit. Look, I went to retention a couple of years ago, and I said, I go, this is what the bill's going to be. And they go, oh, yes. And my bill was the amount I agreed on for like 1 month. And I go, why did it go up? I called back. I go, this is the amount. Oh, well, no. We shouldn't have honored that. What do you mean you shouldn't have honored that? You honored. You got to watch everybody like a fucking ball. Like a fucking ball.
Well, they gave me a $15 credit a couple of weeks ago just for like putting up with their nonsense. And my wife paid the bill today. Yeah, and she's like, this one's like, well, you know, you could take advantage of our online service. I go, yeah, my wife paid the bill today. I don't know why she did that, but lucky for you guys.
Yeah, and tell your wife that she's got to keep her eyes peeled for that $105, whatever.
Now, my wife wanted like a free month or like a promotional deal for like a year. I figured it took me this much to get $107. Now, in the grand scheme of things of what I've been through, it's nothing. But for them, I feel like that was a win.
mhm.
Do you know that you could get the cast of Yellowstone, Kevin Costner, everybody, to come to your house and do the scenes there than it would be to get the fucking show on cable for them? You could fly in cast and crew and
Whole episode acted out. You're right there where you're fucking sitting. Then you can have Optimum do it. So,
It really does seem that way. Trying to get people to do well, and I don't know where everybody's gone, but it literally is. You can't hire good help these days. Where?
no, you can't.
Well, they outsource it. They've outsourced the techs. They've outsourced the customer service. I mean, it's very hard to. I think I when I get the Spanish women, I do a little bit better. But like, you know, whatever. Listen. The long story short is Optimum Altice still sucks. Still sucks. Probably still gonna cancel my cable service. I go. I don't even know why I keep you. I don't even need you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me tell you something. And look, you're 120 miles away from me. The service sucks as bad as here as it does up there.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not just a regional thing. They suck on the island.
And they always ask me, is everything working? I go, and I always say, well, today, but let's not hold our breath.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't know if it's the same situation that I have. It's like, well, why don't you switch? Because we don't have Verizon here. We can't get fucking Verizon.
Yeah, no, well, here's the thing. We have another cable company, but they only have DSL. Although they are putting in fiber optics. So when that happens, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm I'm very frustrated. I think you did well with this situation,
Thank you.
given how incredibly frustrating it's been and how incompetent on
I still,
every
I,
level they've been.
I still can't believe the dude tried to upsell me and thought I was gonna be. Oh yes, let's do that. Like, what are you
That,
thinking?
I
You know
just
what?
can't understand.
It's the sales odds for every for every 20 people that tell you to go to hell, there will be 4 that'll bite, and that 4 is the odds. However, you got some pair of balls. I don't. If there is a problem in the day program where a customer is I mean, shit's not good. Okay, I fix it. I'll waive this. I'll do that. I'll work.
Later, I just want to get you stuff. I get the situation resolved and then pick up the pieces afterwards, which is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You never try to upsell. You take the credit or whatever, and because, if you do right by somebody, you've got them, and, if you get the credit, and maybe you like to think about the service we have, but while you haven't resolved the situation and now you're going to upsell me, you're going to charge me more for more shit service? Are you kidding?
He was gonna give it to me for free. I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want it. You can't even deliver what I am paying for. I go.
Nobody delivers anything for free.
Yeah.
Okay. For free for how long? Where they suddenly jack it up? Oh, it was only a promotion.
Oh, of course.
And then you got to spend another 30 minutes on the phone arguing with them to get it back to where it was because the damn promotion ended.
Right.
Well, I mean, like I'm gonna cancel the TV soon. I don't know why. For some reason, I'm attached to it. I really don't need it. There's new bundles, but all right. But I think that is the end of how much Optimum/Altice sucks as a company. Have I said that
I
enough?
gotta tell you though, I've been working on making a switch, making a switch myself, and then they came out with this new channel. It's an offshoot of the History Channel. It shows all the stuff that the History Channel stopped showing. It's on constantly. I love this channel.
What did the History Channel stop showing? The Nazis had a point. What did they stop showing, Joe?
No, the History Channel. They show all this other stuff like porn, porn stars.
Oh, porn. I thought you said porn. And here's Abraham Lincoln fucking Mary Todd.
Oh,
With a bed table. But anyway, they have this thing called the Story Channel. It's on channel 85 down here, and it's got all the stuff about machinery and this, that, and the other, the stuff that the History Channel used to have all the time.
yeah.
So it's like, and it's like on always my new favorite channel. And I'm like, all right, well, I got to see if I can find something else that has. Cause
I watch that. I watch History Channel, the actual History Channel, Total Trek TV, Reels, and that's about it.
All right, Joe. Your listing of channels is like reading like the magazines that people that are left where you get your oil changed. Ugh. All right, let's take our first break. And then we'll come back with Scamming Scammers, and we're going to call it a night. On the break, we got new music from G. Illish with Beautiful Girl. You can learn more about G. Illish at deucemusic.com. And we have Balduin, Wolfgang Lohr, and Chris Weeks with Future Looks Like You. You can learn more about them at khp-music.de. When we come back, Scamming Scammers with Maria Milton. All right, guys, 5 minutes.
Okay.
Come on, Nacho, get out. Go on. Go. Huh? Really?
Oh, Nacho! The star of the show, Nacho, is in the house. Okay, kitty, kitty. Nacho. He's a good boy.
What's up, buddy? Yeah. No? What? All right, here we go.
It's Wrecking Ball Radio. This is Davin's Den.
And we are back. You are listening to Davin's Den, the final segment of the night, segment 2. That's all we're doing tonight. That's all we're doing tonight. We're going to do some scam and scammers, old school, the down, the dirty, the scammy, the yucky. Or that's what we're going to do right now. So play that up for you guys, catch you guys up, and get into it. Come on. Now, of course, this is the relationship between fake Davin and Maria Milton. Maria likes to send Davin lots of pictures of her in various states of undress, showing off that big badonkadonk. Loving to show that big badonkadonk. She has a vibrator the size of a large child. The size of her... And she would like money for, I believe it was like a new $500 vibrator, which I would just have to say is just going to blow that pussy out.
Gonna blow out the generator.
That
It's gonna flap like a flag in a windstorm.
Do you remember that game when we were in elementary school in gym class, when all the children would grab a side of a parachute and we would wave the parachute and then you'd run underneath the parachute? Does this ring a bell?
Yes.
This is the labia Joe is speaking of. Also, we also learned that Fake Davin is married, and Maria's good with this. And she lives in Newark, New Jersey, which is not far from Fake Davin or Real Davin, as luck would have it. But we've not been able to hook up yet, but she keeps on sending me a way to send money to this woman, Jen, which is not her name, because she wants money because she is true to form. So let us resume on October 19th of 2022. And this is on Instagram. We'll go back and forth between Instagram and Google Chat. I say good morning. She says good morning. I ask her if she slept well. She did. She asked about me. I said not very long. She says feels good, honey. I go to sleep a short time. I don't have that picture though for some reason. So I sent her a picture. I go, what are those for, baby? Just appreciating you, my baby. Wait, what is that? I'm trying to. She sent me a picture of flowers. I'm like, what are those for, baby? She goes, just appreciating me. You know what I say? Don't send flowers when you can send a picture of flowers. I actually didn't take my wife out for Mother's Day to an Indian buffet. I sent her a picture of an Indian buffet. That's what I did.
You handed her the menu.
I took a Snapchat and go, this is because I appreciate you. I go, oh, you're very sweet. She goes, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate it. I go, I appreciate you. She goes, go and make use of the Cash App. Uh-oh. Oh.
It was going so well.
Here it comes.
You know what gets me in the mood to send money to a complete stranger? A picture of flowers.
That's all it takes?
That's all
What?
it takes, babe.
I'll be sending out photos of flowers all tonight.
Yeah. She goes, go and make use of the Cash App. If you care about me, it's my choice to go and your money to send if you believe you can trust me. Amen to this union.
No.
How could I not trust a woman who writes with such prose?
Yeah, she really is eloquent.
I go, not about trusting you. Stop saying shit like that. And she likes that post. She goes, okay. I don't know. She goes, okay. And then she sends a thumb up emoji and then sends the picture showing her naked butt. So I guess the thumb is supposed to go up her naked butt. I don't know.
Great.
Apparently she feels her version of a naked butt is the version of a squirrel to a dog. Squirrel, butt.
Well, isn't that what it's like?
Yes, yes it is. I actually dropped my phone in the toilet and had to stop the conversation. She goes, baby, I'm waiting for your screenshot. And then she calls me and I don't pick up because I'm not set up for that. They call a lot now. This is a new thing because of Instagram and Google. They could call a lot easier than it used to be. But I'm not set up. It's harder because Android doesn't make it easy to record phone calls and privacy. And even like Zoom, if you want to record somebody in Zoom, like you need to ask their permission, which really is not what you want when you're dealing with a scammer.
No, not when you're trying to trap them in things. No.
She goes, are you there, honey? And then we will move over to Google Chat. The same date. So I go, honey, God help me, he sent you to me. Okay. She goes, oh, I see. I go, what do you see? She goes, I see everlasting happiness. I go, I hope so. Now, this is going on about the same time as the other conversation.
Oh, how very weird.
It is weird, and it's hard to do it for this show. But it is what it is, you know? She goes, yes, my dear.
I know very much how hard it is to be on several apps at once.
Yes. She goes, yes, my dear, what is my king doing today? I go, honestly, I'm looking at your pictures. She goes, what probably are you admiring? I go, the truth? She goes, yes, baby, tell me about it. I go, I was thinking what it would be like to make love to you.
Ooh.
And a pig butchering scammer is checking in as I'm reading this one. But that's a different story for, we'll get to that in 2029. Anyway, that's so many scammers.
It's good to have goals.
Yes.
You know what the funny thing is? We've been because we've been doing the iHeart clips for so long, is that I've caught myself on the iHeart, calling the clips, going, "Yeah, Joe, if you're listening to this, use this as the title." Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah, I've heard you do that. You give notes to yourself.
Yeah.
It's funny because I listen to the clips, and they're about 4 years old now, 4 years old, what we're playing now, and I completely forget about the stories. Much like when we read these stories, I forget about what I said. So I'm as entertained as you guys hopefully are.
Well,
Have you ever listened to the clips and say something and you say the exact same
Yes.
thing?
Yes.
I go, why would I go, wow, I said that because it's me, asshole. I would never say something like that, and I did.
I've also listened to the clips and go, oh, here's an episode where Joe's not really giving a shit.
It's like, I still think like me, though. Look what I
No,
just
but yeah,
said.
I've done that too. Like, well, I'll say something, and then I'll say something. It's the same thing, yeah.
I do the same thing when I listen, yeah.
I really do like, excuse me, future me? When you're
Yeah, Joe
doing
does that quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you, I thank Joe from the past many a time.
Yeah.
She goes, that sounded like you were very ready for me. I go, of course I am. She goes, what do you have down your legs for me?
An ostomy bag? Oh,
Wow.
That was going on. You know what? Gotta put that in the bitch bag. Keep it in the bitch bag because something will come up really good. You'll be laying there ready to go.
Well, it's kind of like Opie and Anthony used to play "What's in Your Pants," where they would a woman would rub the phone, wood floor, all that stuff. I go, you know it is big in yours, baby. What is down your legs for me? Probably the same thing as what's down my legs, but we'll play the feud.
yeah.
Actually, this one you both feel is a woman, so maybe not. So we don't know.
Maybe not.
She goes, you don't want to set I guess. Baby, I have you, my Zelle declined me, and also my Cash App. Well, okay, sounds good. And then she sends me a picture of her topless and an oily big old butt. I don't know if you guys could see this, but I will hold it up. I don't know if it might be glary.
Bright light.
Yeah. I was thinking about going towards it.
If you go towards the butt, you'll get lost in it.
We're all at that age.
Pip, I do feel this is a butt you would admire.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure how to take that, but I will take a look at that thing, that fang, when I see you next.
Yes. I go oiled up and ready for fun. She goes, your type of ass, I guess. Well, no, Joe's my type of ass. And then she sends me a refrigerator and a freezer with not a lot of food in it, which oddly enough is a picture I took also a couple of weeks ago when I was dealing with a scammer and my refrigerator broke.
Oh, that's funny. It's like, look, it's like turning out your pockets,
She goes, you see, baby, I haven't nothing in it. I go, that is a cold ass.
You've got your cold ass in that refrigerator.
She goes, should send you Cash App so you see what you could spare. Please, baby, thank you. I go, I'll have groceries delivered. What's the address? Again, that's not the answer they're looking for.
I love the way they slip that shit into conversation.
What's that?
Just send me the Cash App and go, whoa, slow down. Where are we going?
But did you see what I did? Did you see what I'm ready to Instacart them some groceries, Joe. I'm not going to send money. I'll send food.
Yep. You know what? It's just like when you are saying that you'll give somebody starving and you bring them a sandwich or something, and they're like, "Oh, I really wanted the money." Aha!
Yeah, yeah, for booze and drugs.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, we're gonna send you groceries. You can put it on your bed like my ex-wife would. You too can wake up next to a roast.
That sounds okay.
It does. It actually. I'm hungry. It does sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost dinner time. Anyway.
She goes, "Oh, okay, baby, sounds good that way. But I need to you out and get them myself. That's how I do my things. I'm sending you the cash tag. I trust you would make me happy."
This person is not speaking as fluently as before.
Really?
Yeah, there's a little bit more like stumbling over things and leaving out words. There's some
And Tip is right, and especially right now, if you're making this pitch for this cash app, you better be damn concise and not stumble over your words, because even somebody that's lonely and alone and getting this is going to go, "Hey, wait a minute." Here.
Well, I gotta tell you, Joe. I have been witnessing. I've touched on this on a couple of episodes. I'm witnessing this guy who's just way in over his head. And no, I think there are people there might be some type of mental deficiencies, but there are people that whiz right by this. They really do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're so in love, and like you could plant the red flag in their butthole, and they would go, "What red flag?" So yeah, I mean, I'm not that guy. Although Joe, I always get disappointed when I get a Facebook friend request and I see mutual friends in common, and it's an obvious scammer, and they're stupid. What are you doing? What are you doing, Joe?
You want to know something though? I probably haven't seen it recently.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Like 2 days ago. You and another comic.
Usually I'm careful if I see the friend. Sometimes, what happens is on Instagram, maybe on Instagram, because I'll see.
No, this was Facebook.
Comics on it, but it's Facebook. Facebook, if I only see this one.
Well, it didn't stop you this time. You must have been lonely and in the mood. Oh, here's a hot girl who I don't know who's young. Yeah, of course she wants to get to know me better. Ugh, stupid.
She's a big fan.
No, and a lot of them send me, messages, and I'm like, I go, "Oh, good." I go, "So what are you doing?" I go, "I'm working on my show on scammers," and it sends them right to the hill.
You know what's amazing? Like I have a lot of scammers on Instagram, and I post stuff to promote the show on Instagram. They will like the videos. They will send me pictures of the videos. Apparently, nobody reads the hashtag or gets to the end of the videos, or they think it's not them.
You can see, especially on Instagram, if you put up perfect example, the gig we did a couple of weeks ago, and that was 2 weeks ago. It's going on 3 weeks ago. But if you see somebody, it's a girl clicking that and all your other stuff, that's a scammer.
No, that's legitimate. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah.
So she said, "I'm sending you the cash tag. I trust you would make me happy." And once again, she sends me this Jennifer woman's cash tag with this code. She goes, "Send me the screenshot when done." I go, "Nope, your accounts have not been secured yet." She goes, "No, it's secured now, baby. No problem with it." She goes, "I promise I would receive it and send you a screenshot." And then she sends me a picture of what it looks like when somebody sends her money. It says like she received $80 in this case. "You see, baby, it was used last night. Do you don't have any doubt?" Yeah. Do you don't?
Do you don't have any doubt?
Do a diddy diddy dum diddy do.
I go, "I'll have your food delivered. What do you want? Steak? Chicken?" She goes, "Seriously? So you won't do what I want probably? I want to go out myself. It's my choice and it's your money." See, that second part's the important part.
See, that's right.
Yes!
It's my choice and it's your money. So that makes it my choice, doesn't it?
That's what I was told when I was planning my wedding. All right.
I'm sorry, Joe. That's a little too true.
I go, "As you wish." She goes, "Are you sending it now?" She goes, "Make use of the cash tag. Send a screenshot. I appreciate you. I won't ever disappoint you, baby. God bless you." And then another picture of her ample naked buttocks.
Wow. She really,
Apparently her ass is currency.
it seems like it is. She got $80 for it last night.
Yeah, seriously. She goes, I'm waiting for the screenshot, baby. Are you there? Talk to me, honey. And then she tries a video meeting with me. I don't pick up. She goes, talk to me. Was making you sub me here, honey? And then we'll go to October 20th.
Wow.
And we'll continue on Google Chat. She goes, good morning, honey. I pray God give a sense of understanding. To which I give her a question mark. She goes, I love you and would kill if I see you cheating, baby. Well, that's the whole point of cheating, not so you don't see it. That's how it's done well.
Whoa, where's this coming from?
I don't know.
Never been jealous before.
Well, I don't know.
What did you do?
I don't know, but she insists that we have a meal this Thursday, so it can't be good. I go, you want us to be exclusive? Would you be killing me or would you be killing the other woman? This is important. Who's going to die in this scenario?
Yeah, really.
This is so out of left field, though. It's very, very bizarre.
Well, I mean, listen, you got to go with the flow here, Pip.
Yep.
She goes, the person, baby. Baby, where exactly bar you from? I think she meant R, but we'll go with bar. Baby, where exactly bar you from? Because I see you have a lot of posts from New Jersey. I go, I'm originally from New Jersey. If we didn't fight yesterday, I was going to take you out if you wanted. We have a lot in common, babe. You did not answer. Do you want us to be exclusive? Yes, I do, baby. How exclusive do you want us to be? Okay. Now, Pip, you're going to have to play the part of a woman here. So, get your acting chops on.
I didn't have time to prepare.
In woman sorry, dear. There's all surprises. In woman parlance, what are the variances of exclusivity?
The variances of exclusivity. I don't think that once you've said you're exclusive, there are no variances.
Oh.
It means one thing.
Hold on. I have Mr. Helix on the other line. Just give me 1 second. I want to clear something up. He was confused.
You better have the same answer.
Okay. So
that was gobbledygook she was speaking, because this makes no sense.
Okay. She goes, yes, I do, baby. How exclusive do you want us to be? I kind of thought you had several men and women always want to sleep with the comedian. I go, I kind of thought you had several men and women always want to sleep with the comedian after the show. That is probably the biggest lie I've ever said on this show. At least with this comedian. I don't know what to tell you.
There was no deli number machine?
No. She goes, you think so less of me.
Watching Sports Center. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, well.
Yep.
She goes, you think so less of me. I go, no, baby, I just did not think you had eyes for only me. She goes, I'm not that kind of person you think I'm. Sleeping around is not my hobby. I go, I did not have an opinion, doll. I'm trying to get to know you better. She goes, okay, honey. I go, I hear you loud and clear. I'm sorry if I offended you. She goes, I'm letting you know I don't do such. I go, okay, I saw all those pictures and the thirst trap that is your Instagram, and I guess I got it twisted. I apologize. I have a high sexual appetite, probably why I always slept with comedy groupies. Do you think you can satisfy my sexual desires? And by my sexual desires, I mean by what Pip wants to hear during this portion of the show?
Yes, do it.
And then I think she channels her Department of Justice because she said a trial would convince you.
Trial?
What?
Oh, maybe a trial period with her.
Hey, Joe, were you writing here all of a sudden? I said, I see witch hunt. Is that you? No. Anyway. She goes, a trial would convince you. I go, what do you mean? She goes, I mean, when we're together, you would be convinced. I go, how long until you let me see you? I don't mean you need to convince me that day. I just want to hold your hand and be in your company. She goes, I guess when I'm ready to meet with you, probably after my birthday. I want to meet up with all plans, and you know how it feel telling friends about new ma'am. I go, this is October 20th. I go, can we meet up for my birthday? Because I would like to celebrate with my new lady if possible. And no, I don't know how it feels. I've never told my friends about a new man. I keep my new man a secret.
That's you talking.
That is me.
Yes, I thought so.
She goes, when is your birthday, baby? Oh, okay. I guess you're secretive. And I tell her my birthday, November 4th. She goes, that's a good plan. It would get to meet with your friend. I go, unless you want a night out with them. She goes, wow, I'm November 1st. I go, I know, baby. I told you we have a lot in common. She goes, we would have a night for ourselves. Trust me, baby. I go, what would we do on our night for ourselves? She goes, we would pleasure each other having fun till daybreak. I go, do you like when a man goes down on you? And she goes, I like it when I'm in control. What is your favorite sex style?
Favorite sex style.
I'm thinking she likes reverse cowgirl.
Well, she asked me. I go, is that what
Oh.
you meant when you were saying you were trying to make me your sub? She goes, God bless your king. You're not my Don. You're always my first choice in everything I do. Maybe she went Dom as in dominatrix. I don't know.
I'm not sure I know if she understood what you meant by sub.
I don't know. I go, thanks, baby. What is a Don? Like in the mafia? She goes, I just wish I could. She goes, I just wish I could. You wish come to pass.
Wow, I'm
And
dizzy.
that's all there is to it. That's the rule, and that's all there is to it.
That's all.
And that's all I got to say about that.
There's nothing more to say.
And here's where I speak for everybody, and they go, what do you mean?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss, man.
She goes, I want you to always be happy with me, and I would always try my best to make you happy. I go, that sounds wonderful. She goes, God bless you. I go, it just hit me as a weird little feeling that you could potentially be the last woman I ever sleep with. She goes, you flatter me with your words. Your words are sweet. I go, thank you. You wrote this yesterday. Was making you sub me here? What does that mean? Apparently I'm trying to tie up some loose ends.
And what did she write?
Was making you sub me here.
Was making you
Sub
sub me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, all right. I don't feel bad now.
She goes,
Yeah,
Both like, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't. My scammer to reality dictionary is not here.
She goes, sorry, Sonny. Sorry, honey. My typing, I guess. You know I have a broken screen. So sorry about that. I go, oh, I thought you wanted me to be your submissive in bed or something. Or you wanted to make me a sandwich.
There's something about that.
And then she goes, I sent you the cash tag, and we will finish up on this day on Instagram, and then we will call it a night. So we go back in time a little bit to October 20th, same day, but a different platform. She goes, good morning, honey. I hope you feel good. I tried a video call because I guess I had my stuff set up where I was going to try to get her. She goes, where are you calling, baby? I go, you called yesterday. I called you back. She goes, I asked you to help me last night and you declined. I go, okay, goodbye.
Taking your ball and going home.
She goes, what do you want from me? Your choice, goodbye. I go, it is that you always want something. I wanted a relationship. She goes, I see you have fast finger.
That could be an asset.
It could be. I go, I offer you help, but you never want it. So, she goes, that's because it helped from a friend. I go, I never had a woman to complain about my fast finger before.
Thank you.
She goes, baby, I told how I want it. I go, I've tried to help you. Now you don't take the video call. She goes, everyone has the choices. I go, yes, and you chose not to be serious with me. She goes, I told you to send Cash App. Nothing is wrong anymore. My Cash App is good, low. I go, I told you I'd buy the groceries. I would have even delivered them myself. She goes, I appreciate that. I go, do you? She goes,
Oh, you gave her.
I gave her a do you, which is akin to a really. She goes, you should try my Cash App so you know that it's good? She goes, yes, I do. That's why I won't be stressed. I just want you to be convinced that I'm not going to live you. If that's what you're thinking. Probably after sending me the money, I would be here with you and make my address also available. Trust me. Yeah, trust her, kids.
Okay, so she's just dangling that. She hasn't got a carrot, but she's just dangling the address.
I go, nope. I go, if I send you the money, you will stay. The question is, will you stay if I don't send you money?
Good point. I like that.
She goes, I would stay with you. I'm not here for your money. I go, then stop asking me for money every 5 minutes.
I'm sorry, I'm not here for the money, but you just stop asking me for money.
See, that's how that works.
I really like that.
And then I continue. I go, your boobs cost more than the gross national product of small nations. I know you have money.
Wow. Yeah.
She goes, the reason I'm pleading is because it's a help and also a favor for my charming friend here. And then she goes, yes, I have money, but I'm out of cash now. I go, well, tell her to shake her ass and try shake down a guy. You're going to blow it with me.
That's right. Go find your own sucker.
Yeah. She goes, just understand, honey. I go, stop. Do you want to be with me or not? She goes, She goes, I promise with my life I want to be with you. It's your choice. If I don't want you, I won't give you my email. When you're a good man, I want to be with you. I go, okay, then stop asking for money. In time, I will take care of you. I won't. But I don't even know you a week. I want internet. I want a vibrator. I want food. I want the end of the BS.
Yeah. So there.
She goes, so are you surprised at how quickly I am giving her the riot act?
Not really. She keeps being
Not really,
persistent.
because she's harping on the money and she's, and the Cash App and everything. Yeah. No, she's all over the boom.
She's okay, sorry. Okay, sorry, I won't ask anymore. I go, good. She goes, keep your money. I would sorry my life out. I go, so you don't want a relationship? She goes, I appreciate you. Thank you. I go, do you want a relationship, Maria? I would still be here for you. Do worry. I go, huh? She goes, God would provide a way. I believe so. Maria, you are a powerful woman who directs men what hole to fill. You are not without means.
Whoa, wait, what?
Remember, she directs porn.
I totally forgot that.
Pip,
I totally forgot
she's
that.
a career lady. How dare you?
That got lost in the sauce because she has not talked about that since.
She's the Stormy Daniels of the scammer world. I don't act in the porn any longer. I direct.
I see.
And she liked that comment. She goes, I hope so. And I can't have a bad life experience. If you don't help me, God would help me. But not sure you're always going to see me active here anymore. I go, well, if you actually would meet me, I wouldn't need you to be active here. She goes, I would try to keep myself busy so I can feed for myself. That's all we're asking. All we're asking.
So I can feed for myself. Sounds like she's like going through the ocean and opening up her mouth so she can catch krill. I can feed for myself.
To which
Weird.
I go, stop. You are well fed. That makeup doesn't pay for itself. Those lashes
just come out of nothing.
Those lashes, those lips, those boobs, the vaginal rejuvenation, etc.
What? The vaginal rejuvenation?
I went on a limb. What do you want from me, Pip? I was on a roll. Now Pip is offended for the scammer, Joe. That's a bridge too far. That's a lip too far, sir. How dare you?
I just wondered where you pulled that out of. I don't remember her mentioning it, but got it. Oh,
goes,
God, comedy. I get it.
She goes, this is my choice here. Now I can't keep wasting time here knowing you can help me with the little I ask. I go, okay, so you don't want a relationship. Glad I found it now. She goes, who goes on a relationship without assistance their spouse? Then she goes,
Spouse? When did you get married?
I go, spouse? I haven't even met you.
I know. Ridiculous.
Are you being a little bit forward?
She goes,
Yeah.
go and be with a lady which is best then. I go, I was hoping it was you. We had a great vibe. What have you decided, together or apart? It's just a shame that you had to rush me and misunderstand. She goes, I don't misunderstand you. I want to be with you. I go, you did. I want to be with you too. She goes, I would date. It's from my heart. I mean it. I go, I want that too. I want to date you, kiss you, love you, make love to you, and take care of you. I want you to be my forever. So now I've laid down the hammer, and it's time to build her back up.
Yep.
I want to play Babalu on that big ass of yours.
You could.
I think that's an invitation that she already sent out several times.
She goes, don't think it's because of what you have or what you're saying. I see you're a genius, and I would give you a chance. I go, let's give each other a chance. She goes, if you believe I can, then let's give it a trial. She goes, you have me now as your woman. I send her a bunch of kiss emojis. So from now, we should always talk on chat. I go, you have me now as your man. Well, I'd like to do more than talk on chat. She goes, thank you and God bless you. Your words are sweet and I appreciate it. I go, God bless you, my beautiful woman with those soulful brown eyes. Let me take you out and spoil you, baby. She goes, I go, is that a goon? She goes, yes, dear. I go, good, I'll make you purr. She goes, thank you, honey. And then she doesn't know what that means. I go, what's your question? She goes, you said you would make me purr. I go, that is a noise a cat makes when it's very happy. She goes, thank you for your words. They will be accepted. I go, I'm glad. She goes, I'm also glad. She goes, send me a picture smiling, honey. So let's end it there. Let's end it there.
Next
Okay?
time on Davin, then we find out if he sends her a smiling photo.
No, it's just easier for me to find. And the show, and I don't want to go on too long tonight. It's been a lengthy show, so.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's a good place. Continue. So what do you got? What do you guys think?
I think it was really
I
good.
think that, I think that for right now she's backing off the money angle and going on the love angle.
You should be subtle about the money grab because you really laid it into her about that.
I really did. So I guess the takeaway is I laid it down and then built her back up.
Yeah. Yep. And I think that's a good strategy because it was just becoming, give it to me now, give it to me now. Don't you care about me? Give it to me now. That's not what you wanted to devolve into. So, giving her a little what for about it was a great idea. And then bring it back. But I do really care about you. Chef's kiss.
So do we still think it's a woman or do we think it's a man?
I think it's a man. I think it's a man. Was I saying woman previously?
You originally said man, then the past several weeks you said woman.
I'm swinging back to man now. It's all right. Don't isolate that. Don't do that.
Joe, let's go shopping at Target.
You might want to order another course at your next interrogation. I have a feeling there might be more questions after that statement.
But I think that the way they were talking about sex, but it just seems that he was kind of hesitant to talk about what he would do with a guy, which leads me to believe that it is a man.
We've seen that sometimes, but I think that, they play a good game about talking about, oh, they're so sexy and they'll do this and that. But then when David comes after them, a lot of times they're like, oh, they turn into a church mom, they just don't know what to do with that. And they're like, oh no, I'm so shy. It's like, you weren't shy when you were doing a train with 8 guys in the film, but okay.
Now, let me ask you a question, dear. Was that the LIE? Did somebody have a phone cord sticking out of their ass?
Well, you know what? She tripped on that cord, and then all of a sudden...
Joe's the only one who would walk into a porn scene where there's a train and go, who left the cord out? I could trip on this.
Who left the cord out? Who? She... Somebody
keep your moaning down. I have the History Channel on, damn it.
Somebody could trip, and then some guy could trip, and her skirt would be up. Oh no!
All right, let's let's thank some folks. We'd like to thank Sensei Russ Ferdico for his continued support of this fine program. We wish his wife Susan continued success in her recovery. They pretty much rebuilt her neck. I told Russ, yeah, they rebuilt her neck. I go, by the time she's done, when she says no, she's gonna have enough strength to be an Avenger. So
We wish her the
yes,
best.
we do.
Yeah.
Portobello. Portobello, Burke County, New Jersey's most exclusive fine dining Italian restaurant. The Tuscan Villa setting will make you feel like you've been transported to the old country. Every dish prepared with care and attention to detail. And the Portobello chefs are happy to cater to any dietary need, thus ensuring every meal is not just a visit, it's going to be an experience. Portobello, they're open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, and on Sunday.
This is available all day, Friday and Saturday nights. Portobello is live entertainment starting at 9 p.m. Portobello Banquet, that is your destination for that special event. Sweet 16, wedding, office party, anything that has to impress. Because their professional staff will ensure that that event will not be just an occasion, it's going to be in memory. Portobello Banquets also hosts popular comedy nights throughout the year, receiving by size filling the banquets over. Davin, I think we have something in the pipeline coming up.
Working on it. I got to reach out to them tomorrow.
All right, it's going to be a great show. And
When it comes up, we'll keep it posted.
experience all the Portobello has to offer. One side of the Bow Valley Road in Oakland, New Jersey. Or give a call, 201-337-8990. That is 201-337-8990. Visit their website, portobellonj.com. You deserve a great night out. You deserve Portobello.
Sidesplitting Productions for all your comedy needs. Go to sidesplittingproductions.com or give us a call, 551-404-3094. Graduation parties, get-togethers, all sorts of fun stuff. Comic always makes it better, unless they don't. But usually they make it better. You going to be anywhere?
Yeah, tomorrow night, Wednesday, May 15th, at Applebee's Comedy Club in Jersey.
Check it out. That's going to be an 8 o'clock show, dial 1-877-UNCLE-BIN or go to UncleBinny'sComedyClub.com for reservations. It's going to be a fun night. And then on Saturday, there's going to be some good stuff.
Oh my.
So, there you go.
There you go. All right. Thank you guys for listening. This will be in podcast form shortly, and we'll have another show dropping Sunday. Sunday we will have the Mother's Day Mother's Day worst moms. I have a very, very dark list.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So yeah, but we'll make it fun and loving and good stuff like that. But yeah. So thank you guys for hanging out. If you like us, tell a friend. If you hate us,
Tell no one.
Tell no one.
either way, please keep on listening.